Citizenship and NRC. 10 important questions. What is citizenship? Citizenship defines the relationship between an individual and the state. To enjoy certain fundamental rights and several statutory rights in India, one needs to be an Indian citizen. Who is an Indian citizen? As per Article 5 of the Constitution, there are 3 relevant factors for citizenship: domicile, birth, and descent. The Citizenship Act of 1955 recognizes citizenship by way of birth, descent, registration, naturalization, and incorporation of territory. It is relevant to note that religion is not a criteria for determining Indian citizenship as per the 1955 Act. The framers of the Constitution had expressly rejected the idea of linking religion with Indian citizenship, as India was envisioned as a secular republic. Who is an illegal migrant? An illegal migrant is a foreign citizen who comes to India without valid travel documents or stays in India beyond the period allowed as per the documents. An illegal migrant is not entitled to Indian citizenship and is liable to be deported or detained. What is NRC? NRC means the National Register of Citizens. In India, NRC was prepared for the state of Assam to identify illegal migrants. What was the experience of Assam NRC? The final list of Assam NRC was published last August following the orders of the Supreme Court. The list excluded nearly 2 million people. To be included in the list, one had to prove legacy or domicile tracing back to the cutoff date of March 24, 1971. What does the Citizenship Amendment Act of 2019 do? The Act does 2 things primarily. 1. It declares that non-Muslim migrants from Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Afghanistan who had entered India before December 31, 2014 are not illegal migrants, removing their disability to acquire Indian citizenship. 2. It fast-tracks their process for naturalization by reducing the period of domicile to 5 years from 11 years. Why is the CAA being criticized? The CAA is criticized on the ground that it brings an exclusion based on religion and gives preference to certain classes of migrants based on religion. The government says that the object of the CAA is to help minorities fleeing religious persecution in neighboring states. The critics of the CAA argue that this is a colorable exercise as it excludes other classes of persecuted minorities such as Ahmadiyas and Shias of Pakistan, Rohingyas of Myanmar, and Sri Lankan Tamils. The groups from Northeast oppose CAA on the ground that it will legitimize the stay of several illegal migrants, violating the Assam Accord, which had set a cutoff date of March 24, 1971. Is CAA linked with the nationwide NRC? While the CAA does not speak about nationwide NRC, Home Minister Amit Shah had told the Parliament during the bill discussion that nationwide NRC will be implemented. Therefore, CAA is seen as the first step to NRC. This has given room for apprehensions that CAA is intended to protect those non-Muslim migrants who may happen to get excluded from a nationwide NRC. Assam groups also express the concern that CAA is intended to shield Hindus who happen to get excluded from the Assam NRC. Does CAA affect anyone in India? The plain text of CAA does not adversely affect the citizenship of any Indian citizen. However, the apprehensions about the nationwide NRC process have given room for concerns that CAA is selectively targeting Muslims. The Assam NRC process had resulted in grave hardships to many persons. To ask a person to prove citizenship on the basis of documents after several decades may be really difficult. This can lead to bureaucratic high-handedness and arbitrariness, especially when a large section of Indian population is uneducated and backward. Since CAA operates as a protective shield only for non-Muslims, there are valid concerns about the communal nature of the law. What is the way ahead? A slew of petitions have been filed in the Supreme Court challenging the constitutional validity of the Act. The petitioners argue that CAA results in religion-based discrimination, violating Article 14 of the Constitution. It has also been argued that the Act violates the basic structure of the Constitution by affecting the secular character of the Indian Republic. India has been witnessing massive public protests against the Act. The government has imposed curfews, Section 144 preventive orders, and internet shutdowns in several parts of the country to contain the public protests. Police action against students who had staged protests against CAA has also received widespread condemnation.